I get this question all the time. How long does it take to get into ketosis doing keto or carnivore? Can you get into ketosis eating carbs? Let's get into it. Welcome everyone, it's another late night, and well, I was looking over some questions about people wondering how long it takes to get into ketosis so they can reap the benefits, and I think I need to break it down because a lot of people are still confused how this works. Now, most of you who follow me kind of know the answer. Let's start with what is ketosis. The simplified version is you're burning fat for fuel rather than carbs. Here's the problem. It takes a while to get into ketosis. Keto is short for ketogenic or ketogenesis, and a ketone is a unit of fat that your body can burn as energy instead of the carbs, which is sugar. The ketogenic diet's been around a hot minute. Feels like yesterday. 17 years ago feels literally like yesterday. That's why time goes by so fast. But with that said, when I started trying it and implementing this dietary measure onto my mother who had a glioblastoma, there was no information out there. Today there's a lot, but unfortunately we have tipped the scale. Now there's too much. Same thing with carnivore diets. People become confused. You are burning fat for energy. How does that work? First, you want to train your body to break down the animal fat that you consume and convert it into ketone bodies via the liver. Often, the body has a hard time with this switchover of gasoline type because it's used to carbohydrates and sugars. Now, mind you, your body can make sugar without eating a drop of it. This is why a lot of people who are using a CGM or taking their blood sugar measures will notice very high blood sugar and there's no carbs or sugar. And they're like, why? Well, stress, poor sleep, histamine, anything that stresses your body out can spike your blood sugar. If you're noticing a blood sugar spike, if you're measuring it, you can't get into ketosis. Now, you can have high blood sugar and have high ketones at the same time, but the glucose will always cancel out the viability and uptake and utilization of the ketones. Ketones are units of fat. Well, that's what we're trying to do, units of fat from the body. Now, in the beginning, the body doesn't know how to do that, so what it will try to do is stabilize and keep your body using glucose. I mean, we do anyway, through gluconeogenesis. We all go through the making of glucose through breaking down amino acids in our body, or on our body, all over our body. Can do that. No problem. You can also break down fatty acids through gluconeogenesis, but typically gluconeogenesis is the ability to raise blood sugar in an emergency. And when your body does it too often, your body's just in a sugar-making zone. It's not trying to utilize fat, break it down, and supply your brain and cells. No, it's like, where's my glucose? And when this happens, because you don't sleep, because you're stressing out, high histamine foods, too much protein. If you do all these things, if you're having stress and you're eating the wrong foods and all of this, you will not get into ketosis. It will prolong the time to adapt, because it's not easy. Let's keep it real. It is not easy to keto adapt. But this video is titled, How Long Does It Take? Now, you can get into ketosis on a ketogenic diet or a carnivore diet, but you have to eat animal fat, avocado, coconut oil, MCT oil, olive oil. That's not going to put you in ketosis. Now, if you have a gallbladder problem, it might buy you a little bit of time and tell the brain, the hypothalamus, hey, I'm not starving. So to not go more into gluconeogenesis and destabilize your blood sugar. But when you stress and when you continue to eat high histamine foods or drink the coffee or fall off the wagon, you've pushed your ketone making and utilization even further. So it can take, oddballs can get into ketosis in around 6 weeks if you come from the whole world of carbs. But generally it's from 3-6 months to a year. And this is all dependent on, for example, some people just can't go to bed early. Some people can't get their stress down. Some people have inflammation. If you're on any type of pharmaceuticals, any type of medicine, any type of schmaxines in the arm, you're going to prolong the ability to keto adapt. Yes. Going to bed late, working out too late. So don't work out too late. Don't go to bed late. Go to bed by 10, 9:30, 10. Let's say 8:30 to 10. Because your body has to follow circadian rhythm. It doesn't matter if you're in bed 8 hours, it has to be when the sun rises and it sets, and you can't stop that. Yes. How long does it take? Well, the more that you pull your life together and go to bed early and eat high quality foods and get your 200 grams baseline of animal fat, butter, tallow, lard, not duck fat, because that's an omega-6, lamb fat. The more you get healthy animals, you're getting fat from the healthy animals, you're eating every 3 hours, you're paying attention to your thyroid, your gallbladder, this side, and your blood sugar, you're going to adapt faster. For example, you get up in the morning, you eat within 30 minutes to calm down that whole glucose dump from the liver. You know the Don's effect, where you have too much glucose? You eat something that will bring that insulin down. It'll spike within the first hour, but then into the second hour, it comes down because you've eaten something. The body doesn't have to crank out more cortisol to give you energy, right? Food is giving you energy and tools to fix the car. It's not bad. Don't need to fast. You only would fast from garbage food, not from healthy food that has electrolytes in it. The minerals, rather. If you do all these things and you can recognize, like, whatever your existing, because you have to think about, how is my existing health right now? I don't know how many consultations I go through where people are not understanding. I cannot give you the answer. You have to look at your lifestyle. Are you exercising? Are you breathing right? How's your posture? Are you taking any pharmacological interventions? Are you doing any processed food, Costco food, Sam's Club food? Because if you are, your inflammation is going to stay up here. Are you getting enough minerals? Is your gallbladder working? Know the status of your gallbladder. Things like cheese, nuts, caffeine, junky keto products, sugars, fruits, all of these things are going to prolong that adaptation to get into ketosis, because it's an incredible reality or state of being to exist in, because your energy is stable, your mind clears up, your candida drops, your gut seals, your fibromyalgia, your rheumatoid arthritis, your infertility, all of that stuff begins to work again when you're in ketosis. As you know, I prefer the keto diet, ketosis, because you're omnivorous, and that's how you can get things like asparagus in to stabilize your gut microbiome. Strict carnivore, if you're going to do it, I wouldn't do it for the long haul. I would do it for the short haul to get down some inflammatory markers, but do a ketogenic version of a carnivore diet and make sure that you're eating animal fats starting at 200 grams of fat. Some people have to eat every 3 hours. It can be 1 tablespoon with a fatty meat, or it can go up to 3 or 4 every 3 hours. Every 3 hours. And then you'll start seeing ketones begin to spike, or they'll stabilize. Glucose drops because you're getting your stress down, your diaphragmatic breathing, exercising. You're getting rid of all of the heavy metals and the forever chemicals and the yuckiness out of your life. People want to see health results fast. I want my gut to seal. I want to drop the body fat. I want my hot flashes to stop, because I'm getting a lot of women today are so toxic. This hot flash thing and the whole depression and losing muscle with postmenopause, it's out of control. And HRTs are dangerous. Do not listen to these ding-dongs who go, HRTs are anti-cancer because women are without estrogen. I mean, make it make sense. Women live more than men, and now they're saying that without estrogen, you're in line for like cancer or heart disease. Garbage. What you are in line for is when you have too many xenoestrogens in your reality. That's a whole nother video. Too many xenoestrogens, too much stress, and too toxic. Because you got the jag, right? You got the jag. You got the schmacks. Y'all, and the emotional stress that this world that we're in today is so out of control. If you can't get your stress in order, then you're going through pregnenolone steel and too much cortisol. And whatever you're trying to do is going to take even longer. I always think that doing keto is better than low carb, high fat. But if you can't fat adapt because you can't manage the stress or check your gallbladder status, know your existing health. And it can take from 3 months, which is perfect 3. 6 months, getting long. Year is very long. Year means you're still inflamed and you keep screwing up. Comment below. Are you doing carnivore diet? Are you using a glucometer? Are you trying to get into ketosis because there's no other way to do a carnivore diet? Are you overstuffing yourself with protein? You know, I've done those videos. High B12, high iron, high ferritin, hemochromatosis, constipation on this high protein diet. You don't get into ketosis, and weird blood sugar. My people. Ketogenesis, high fat, wee bit of plants. 3, 6 to a year. And if you're going to do carnivore, make sure it's a ketogenic version of it. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com and book a consultation if you feel like you need help. I've been doing this for years, and I got this. When you work with so many people, you can start drawing those parallel lines, the red thread through everything. It's not hard anymore. It's just if you're willing to do the work. There's going to be a lot of experimentation to see if you have a histamine intolerance. Going to bed early, grounding, breathing properly. It's a lot of the quality of your food. And when you're willing to invest in your health, you'll get into ketosis a lot faster than 6 months to a year. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. I know, all these stupid names. My website is stephanieperson.com. I do have a course where I cover all 3 diets: keto, carnivore, and low carb, high fat. And I'm out because now I gotta edit this video. And my body's like toast because I cleaned 4 vehicles, including a side-by-side, and the water trough, and did a bunch of research. Now I gotta edit this video. And I'm out.